Hello guys, welcome back to price action trading on Bank Nifty. We will see what would have been good price action trading setups on 5-minute charts for today on Bank Nifty. So as we can see today it was a similar bearish close bar at the open as we had yesterday. So again yesterday we had a gap up opening and a big bearish close bar. It was the same thing today. It was a gap up opening and then again a big bearish close bar. So again the target for yesterday was from here all the way to the moving average. We can see that again today we would have got this similar trade if anybody would have taken it. The only difference here is yesterday we got a very clean bearish flag and then a down move up to this doji. But today if you see closely, after the close of this first 5-minute bar, the next bar opened up here and it was becoming a good good green color uh, bearish flag, and I was expecting it to close in green and the next bar would be the down move. But as and when the time passed, it started to go down and ended up as a doji, which means that there is some buying coming here immediately at the second bar. So I was expecting not a lot of movement down, but maybe a reversal later during the day. Then the next bar, you can see this was the real bearish flag. It tried to go up, it failed, though it ended up green. The entry should have been below the low of this bar, which is on this bar, and then the target would have been the close of this bar. So people who would have entered after the low of this bar would have been in profit. This bar became a doji and scared the people that maybe this one down up and the second down, and then now will be an upward movement. But it was very similar to yesterday's doji, this one, where it said that I'm going up but then I'll come back again to meet the moving average. So this flag failed because the next one again became a doji, so there was no upward movement. And then the next bar helped us to reach our target of reaching the moving average. So this would have been a scalp trade because we are in an uptrend above the moving average. So only take a scalp trade to reach the moving average. So this would have been the first trade of the day after passing the low of this third bar till the breach of the moving average. The next trade would have been the with trend trade on the upside, because as when this moving average was touched and this next bar gave us a bearish flag again, that means we have this downward movement up and down, and then we would continue to see downward move again. Excuse me. But this big green bar told us that this downward move has failed and we will expect a upward move in two legs. So I took a trade at the close of this bar, so I got some profit here, but at the end of this bar you can see it's a doji, so I was not very confident and I exited the trade. But I felt that I made a mistake because it went up down here, because it opened here, came down and then closed on the bullish side. So it means it has given us one leg up, down, and there will be a second leg up for the target. But this next doji bar confirmed that this flag has failed, so people should have exited this upward leg trade here. So there was one trade as a scalp trade to meet the moving average. The next trade could have been after the close of this bar, failure of this bearish flag for an upward movement. But after this doji bar, people would have become very cautious and put a stop loss at the breach of this low, which was hit here. The third trade of the day could have been after this point. Now what the setup happened was, if we draw a line from the high of this day, we saw that these two bars tried to breach the upward side, but this one gave a bearish close. That means the upward movement is failing and maybe we'll see a downward move after this flag and a continuation of the upward move. But after the close of this bar, it was very clear that this up move is failing. So anybody could have taken a scalp trade again below the low of this bar again to reach the moving average, and that target would have been met in 1, 2 and the third bar. But if you see closely, this downward move to the moving average was in two parts, 1, 2 and 3, and this was the first leg. Again after the breach of this moving average, the downward move again was in two parts, 1, so this bar went all the way down here, then 2 all the way it went up, and the third would have been down here. So another scalp trade could have been this one and then this one after the close of this bar, and then when this bar reversed we should have exited the trade. But if you can see, all through the day it was mostly a sideways movement, and price just tried to keep between the highs of the middle part and this part all through the day. I will make one more video after this which will help us to see that how at 11:15 we can identify whether it's going to be a trend day or a trading range day. Uh, Now what does it look like for tomorrow? We can see that Bank Nifty has finished its downtrend and now looks like in a confirmed uptrend, and it is resting here. Tomorrow there may be an opening at where we are close today, or there may be a gap down opening, and then whatever the price action happens, I will be biased towards the upper side and will be looking at price action setups to be trading Bank Nifty on the upper side. That's all from me today, guys. Thanks, and do like and subscribe, and if you have any questions please leave them in comments. I will be very happy to answer them. Thank you.